All right, welcome everybody. How you guys all doing today? I'm gonna try to do as comprehensive of a run through as I can possibly do. I know I've been out for quite a while. I have been busy. It is summertime here in the United States, and kids are out, so I was doing dad time. Really, this is pretty simple. We've really got only a couple things I think that are, man, just like glaring at this point, right? I mean, we got a couple really glaring things that are just staring us in the face, all right? And I want to start off with the weekly. So this weekly is just absolutely the most vicious, just vicious candle we have ever seen pretty much in crypto. Okay? I mean, this candle right here is absolutely beastly. Now, I would have to say this would be probably the most beastly candle right here. That is an extremely bullish candle. I just started my crypto career right around here, and I was buying the market as the market was falling out. Yeah, horrific. So if you go back and you look, I was actually just learning crypto right here, and this beautiful bullish candle led to this gorgeous bounce, and as we later found out, this was kind of what I ended up calling this is a kryptonite zone. This block of support that kind of ran right through here, and I had this pegged at kind of 6450 was my real support right here, where we come down and we test it and bounce out of it over and over and over again. Finally lost it. Now, in the last couple of years, this would possibly be the most bearish of candles that we have seen in the the last couple of years that have progressed out here. Now, this hanging man candle was nice. I believe we called a nice short right there. We've caught a couple really good shorts in here. We've also played some really great longs, moving this all the way up here. But like this candle really kind of got me thinking. Okay, so the volume, this was going to end up being a green candle, but at the very last minute this flipped to a red candle. So we still have our weekly Bollinger Band just a touch above us right there at 11.6, right? Let's just call it 11.6. So I'm putting our topside resistance at 11.6, and there's no reason we can't punch up and down right here, right? There's no reason. Now take a look at the Bollinger Bands on the weekly. Look at this Bollinger Band on the weekly. Look at absolutely how wide this is. This Bollinger Band is insanely wide. We haven't got a short call, so if you take a look back here, we did get a short call on the Rocket Scalper. Let's see, I think I might have untils up here. Let's pull up, there we go, pull up untils on the weekly. We did get the Rocket Scalper, gave us the long call at the bottom here, so that's nice. The Rocket Scalper's been doing a great job calling these tops and bottoms, so this has been nice. If we go back, we can see where we put in another quasi shooting star candle right back here. Right, we put another quasi shooting star candle here, but look at the Bollinger Band here. The Bollinger Bands were squeezing tighter, so they were moving up, and then of course as the price took off, the Bollinger Band just completely took a massive dump on us, right? Just because it was just such an epic move right here, right? Now, this is something you need to keep an eye on. Look at this. This is where we ended the TD9. The TD9 ended here, and this is the longest stretch, right, that we've had. This is by far the longest stretch we've had. Going even here, and then we didn't even have the Bollinger Band count. I mean the TD count here, but look there. You look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6, 7. And then we eventually fell back down, and we got that, we restarted our count again, okay? So this is weekly. Look, got up to the 9, fell out, right? Where we had again, got to the 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, retraced to the 1. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles before we flipped to 1. So actually, that was pretty good, 11. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Seriously, like the longest weekly run of a bleeding TD9 that we have seen. And listen, I'm expecting, and we need this to flip to a green 1. I'm sorry, a red 1. So I am expecting this to flip to a red 1. I have another chart that's on the 3-day, and that 3-day will explain how we do these runs in bull and bear markets, and kind of how this plays out a little bit better. One thing you need to really be watching here is just take a look at the Bollinger Bands here, right? Take a look at the Bollinger Bands here, right? So the Bollinger Band, if you take a look and you see what occurs on the Bollinger Bands, you like to see, let me pull some of this off so it's not as messy here. Pull the TD off, pull that off, pull that off. There we go. So one of the things you'd like to see on the weekly, especially when we're bullish, you like to see these big dropouts like this, right? This big dropout right here. So, we got a little bit of a nice dropout right there. We got a second dropout right here. And what we're seeing is the Bollinger Band is showing a little bit of uncertainty here on the bottom of it. It's doing this double little cup thing right here, right? Doing this double little cup. Now, every time we've gone into the last couple real serious bear cycles, like bear cycle, bear cycle, bear cycle, right? We've had this huge fallout, right? This big fallout in the Bollinger Band on the weekly, right? Super ugly fallout, followed by, that's just an insane fallout. And for the first time, we've had a really, really, really good run, and we just haven't had the fallout on the Bollinger Band here, right? That's a good sign. So that's a really good sign for us right now, because what that's telling me is it's saying, hey, this could just be firing up, pull back. Now if you look where that middle Bollinger Band is, you're looking 6,400, still take weeks to move. So this baby can kind of move its way up right here, right? But there's no reason that you should be turning bearish on this, right? There's just no reason to turn bearish on this until you've broken the weekly middle Bollinger Band. Okay, it's not. We can fall all the way down to 6,600. Look at the Bollinger Band right here. Resistance, 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 right? Boom, broke through it. And that goes for the weekly. Look at the weekly here. Held, 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 right? But the reason and how the Bollinger Bands work is this center Bollinger Band, the mean line, the price action always wants to return to it. And it will return to the middle mean Bollinger Band. Okay? This is going to happen. At some point, we are going to come all the way back and we're going to touch this middle Bollinger Band. Now, as the weeks go and the price action stays up, that Bollinger Band is just going to keep climbing up here, right? It's going to climb up. It's eventually going to get, depending on how the price action keeps moving, this Bollinger Band's going to just keep, inching up and inching up and inching up. Now, as the price action comes over and touches it, that would be a really, really good sign for us if we just hold that Bollinger Band. If we touch the Bollinger Band, everybody, I'm just letting you know, you're gonna go ahead and ladder in for a long trade, right? Because you're just gonna play. Look, Bollinger Band support, Bollinger Band support, mean line support, mean line support, mean line support finally broke through. So all we're going to be doing is just to have, another one of those long of a lifetime moments, trying to catch, the dip, just trying to buy the dip. And until this breaks, you're completely bullish. Until that line breaks, you're bullish. And look at where that line is, 6,500, man. I know it. I know it would seem like a really drastic drop. And if it did fall that far, everybody be screaming, we're going to the bottom. But it's just simple. No need to panic until the middle Bollinger Band breaks on the weekly. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go over here. I want to take a look at a couple other timelines. So first, let's pull up the 3-day. Okay. We're going to look at the 3-day TD also. All right. So our 3-day TD right here. We did start. Now we are on a 6. Looking at this, this still has not broken bearish to me. I mean, this can still work out as a bullish flag here, right? There's no way. Now, we've gone for quite a while outside of this upper Bollinger Band here, and we have not retraced back down to it. That Bollinger Band's at 8,700 and climbing, probably going to get up to the 9,000 range, right? Not that hard, not going to be that tough to get down there. I do want to pull up my calls here, and I mean, nothing catastrophic here for me. I'm not seeing here anything that's, just once again, this just shows me my support's a little bit below 9K right there, okay? We're going to pull up the daily. All right, top side on the daily, 13K. Lots of support right below us, right there. Check out that 10,000 area, 10,200 area. So on the daily shows that we're going to really have to get below that 10,200 area. Look at this, nice. We flipped. So the daily was on a bleeding 9, and we flipped this right here. Look at that. We flipped finally to a 1 and a 2, right? So that's great. All right, let's say, this is good. I mean, this is not bad. Look at this bottom Bollinger Band, 7,500. That kind of corresponds with our weekly. Look at, there's our weekly down there. No, actually, our 3-day. There's our 3-day. Look. So, yeah, not bad. Right, we're under the 3-day. And 2-day. Not bad. Yeah, okay. All right, good. All right, so there's that. Now, I want to go over and take a look at the monthly. All right, I just want to peek at this monthly real quick. I'm going to reset this. Reset this monthly chart here. There we go. All right, come on out to TD. All right, so let's see what we have on the monthly chart. Looking at the monthly chart, what I've done is I've drawn in a bunch of just trend lines. So I got a bunch of trend lines. The middle monthly BB, 7,200, right? 7,200. Now we don't have a lot of, this is MEX, so we don't have a lot of history on this. And what I'm going to do is, let's do BTC. I'm going to switch this up to stamp, just so we have more history right here. Ooh. There we go. There we go. All right. There's our monthly. Wow. Look at the bull runs that we've had here. Look at that bull run on the monthly. Absolutely insane. Reset that all the way back down. Didn't quite hit the 9, and it took off again. Right? Didn't quite hit the 9, took off again. Right? Look, we made it 8 months down there. Flipped it, made it 7 months this time. Flipped it. And take a look at where we just ended up. For the very first time, we hit that upper Bollinger Band on the monthly. Okay, so we'll look at how tight this is between the top and the middle Bollinger and the mean line here. This is very, very tight up in here. This is a nice tight thing. So this is actually good. This is actually very bullish right here when you've got this nice tight, because, keeping it tight helps to push and keep, just gives you that support. That close-in support right there, right? Nothing to really be fearful of that last candle we just put in. Kind of a spinning top. That's kind of a spinning top candle for me. Not quite shooting starish. Not quite long enough for me to be shooting starish. Not like that beautiful one right there. That was really sexy. That's actually a really sexy one too. That one looks nice. But at the same time, you just hit your top side resistance and you got rejected off of it, right? Your support, once again, 7,100. Okay, not worried about that. It's really the weekly chart that has me most concerned at this moment. The weekly chart has me most concerned. All the tight charts. All right, now this is where we really have to get... This is the chart that's got me a little bit on the confused side. Right? Hold on a second here. Give me a second. I'm going to have to go through here and change some dang things. There we go. All right, so this is one thing that's just... So you've got a bullish cross on the monthly. It has been completed, and there it is. Right? Had a little bit of a bearish cross, but that, look at that. You had that bearish cross, and it got completely blown out. Right? Now, if you go back into history, right, we're going to go all the way back here. Okay? We're going to go back to 2014-15. I'm sorry, 15-16. This had a bear cross, which was actually bearish. This was a 33% drop of the price action. We never had that this time. We never had this bearish cross on the monthly. There was the bull cross on the monthly. Like, check that out. It was a bleeding 9. Actually, it was a TD9. Okay, I'm going to bring my RSI chart up here. All right, we got our bottom call right there. Bottom call right there in the weekly. See, I mean, here still there's, for me, looking at this chart, right, this chart still says for me, hold on a second, let me get these dang. There we go. To me, this still says that we're overall still bullish, right? Even if we get a retrace, you're still in a bullish position to where you just go down and you get caught in a ton of support, and it would simply be a buy the dip situation, right? Let's take a look at our RSI. RSI, look at this, maxed out. Look at last time you came up, you hit that. Look at this support line here, right? So I'm going to do this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at this little area right here, right there, right there, right there, right? There's our bottom call. Oop, there's our bottom call. Right, kind of A&E bottom, right? Not really an A&E bottom right there. I mean, just a nice bottom formation. But, you know, we're just hitting resistance. That's all we do. We just came up, we hit the resistance. And we've just like here, no different. Take a look at that bleeding 9. You had the pullback, right? There's the pullback right there. And then it took off again, right? Now, here's the difference though. When we pulled back right here, we fell all the way back to the 7MA. Right, a fall back to the 7MA here. Well, you know, if let's say this took some serious time, you're still going to be back in this 70, kind of looks like 7,800 range. If we did fall back and catch the come down here, catch the 7MA on the monthly, and then we get a boomerang off right there. So you know, you just get a rejection. And then you get a play right back up to attempt to break through right there, right? Let me save that. Give me a second, boys and girls. Okay. All right, next chart. So you still got that bullish cross. We just looked at that. Now you've got a 3-day cross that is completed. There's your 3-day cross between the 7 and the, the 30 and the 200. So you have that bullish cross. But other than that, you don't have any other high time frame crosses that are bullish. Just this bad boy right here. Just that bad boy right there. All right, looking at the RSIs. I got a bear call. Bear call on the daily, just got a bear call couple days back on the 3-day. 3-day was working. RS7MA is working as support right there. The weekly 7MA deep. All right. Let's buzz through. Nothing. Lower time frames. Nothing. Just the cross. All right. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so the one thing on this chart, let me set this damn thing. Hold on. I got all my charts reset. I don't know how the hell that'll happen. Okay, so I want to show you this. If you're looking at something, you're going to be looking at that little tiny dot right there. Right, that little tiny dot is roughly, I think it's like 11,525. Right, you got a bull gap that opened. Right now, this is on a weekly, so that's a pretty brutal bull gap. But you have a bear gap that's open also. Right, so we also have the bull. We have the bull gap and the bear gap that we have right here. All right, let's go find that. There it is. Let's dig this bad boy up a little bit. There we are. Yes, there's a lot of deltas, Tim. And let's find this one. All right. And then there is the bear gap right there. Right. There's the bear gap right there, right about the 10K range. Okay. Who fills first? All right, let's take 3-day, 2-day, daily. There's that bear gap right down there. Ooh, 8,400. All right, we're gonna go to a different chart really to look at this stuff though. I'm gonna pull that back to there. All right. All right. Another very, very important chart. With what's going on right now, I need to add a trend line here. Yep. So I'm going to add this trend line. That there. Get rid of that. Okay. So on this chart right here, what we're looking at is we've got this trend line we need to watch out for. We're going to do this on the 3-day too, right? So this is the OBV right here. This is the OBV right there. And we're just looking at we're looking for a break of this, right? This is support, right? So there's the OBV trend line support action right there. You've got your 382 down here for support, right? 98 to 9,500 range, right? And all we really did was nail that 618. Pop the 618, we retraced. All right, there's that. Okay, now we're going to go over to the 3-day OBV. All right, now this one is interesting because we still got a couple days in which we can close this out. So this still needs to close out here. Right, so this still needs to close out the way it is. But if you take a look at this OBV, we have actually, now we've broken this before. Okay, we've actually broken this before. Right, we hit the 382. Now I did put a fib line on this. I actually did. Oops, shit. Let me reset that. Let me lock that in. right? Oh, come on, you piece of crap. There's two of them. All right. So what I did is I actually put a fib line from the top to the bottom, and I found my retracement area, right? And this is what I did. I said, look, we came, there's the top, there's the bottom. We came all the way up. We hit the 382, right? Look, the 382 actually worked as a resistance. So if you take a look, there's the 382 right there. Bang, hit it as a resistance, came up. Bang, hit the 382. I'm sorry, hit the 50. Bang, hit the 382, and now it's going to try to retrace a little bit here, okay? And if we break this 3-day OBV line and we close underneath it, I do believe that we will actually change the trend, okay? Now, will it be a permanent change? No, it won't be a permanent trend change, because if you go back here, kind of see you've broken it a couple times, right? Hold on, let's pull this even deeper. Right there. Okay, right there. And how would I put there? Okay, so look, so you take a look, 1, 2, 3, 4 failed, right? And there's that little dip out right there, right? Reset, right? That was still bullish, just found its support right there. Look at the support zone we have laid across here. Found the support, bounced out, found the support, bounced out, and we have that big support and resistance area now, right? Look at it, hit up into the red resistance area, turned it into support, the blue area, and what we've done is we've just marked this support and resistance area out historically, okay? Now we broke through this support and resistance area pretty, I mean, we tested it a couple times and finally broke through to the next level. But, I mean, I would really, before we broke out one more time, I would look to pull some kind of at least some sort of a retracement here before we went up one more time. I mean, this is kind of a really good retracement we've had right here. I'm not saying it's not. To run from 14K all the way down to, you know, where we're at right now, I mean, that's actually a really nice retracement. Can't be mad at that, right? For another move up. It's that weekly candle that's the most dangerous thing that we're looking at here. So, but right now, we're just watching this OBV 3-day trend line like a hawk. And I've got this over on my members channel that's streaming this thing live, because I want to see if we break this, if we're going to come back down here, get caught on this blue support area, and or we're going to go deeper. And I want to see if we close under this. It'll be nice to see this close under for me, right? Look at that double top right there in the OBV. Nice double top, pull back. Nice double bottom right there, right, for the moon up. Nice double top on the OBV. And these are the kind of things that just kind of are almost gimmies, right? Double top. These are almost gimmies in crypto, right? All right, double bottom. Top. This is like more like a quadruple bottom right there, right? That's more like a quadruple bottom. Yep, see any more of them? Man, I kind of would have called that a double top right there. I definitely would have called that a double top right there. And look for that to break that. That would have been a really hard play right there. Yeah. So what we would look for here is another double top, something like that. You know, pull back, punch up, you know, and then look for the real retracement. Look for the real retracement. Okay. Easy peasy 3-day OBV go long, go short chart. Ooh, I like this. I'm going to put this all right, nice. And let's do this for everybody out in Twitter land. All right. All right, so we're going to do the VAMP trading tip of the day, right? Very easy long-term plays here. Just load the OBV chart. Oh. I would do this one. Day BTC, USD. There we go. Hey, Daniel. Let's see what Daniel's got to offer here for us, boys and girls. Daniel's my computer. Oh, very nice. All right, so what Daniel's got is he's got the Ichicloud. He's got the... Very nice. He's got the Ichimoku cloud. I am just not that good at Ichimoku, man. God, I am just not that freaking good at Ichimoku. I wish I was. I really wish I was. I mean, I see a lot of people using this very, very successfully. So I suck at it, guys. I just suck at using this. So what I think is, this is a bearish Kumo twist right there. I think that's a bearish Kumo twist. He's got his two trend lines. I'm not sure what those trend lines are. Those moving averages. And he's got a couple trend lines. So he's got he's got two trend lines and then two moving averages right there. I'm not sure what they are. It's hard to tell from his chart. But I think that's a bearish Kumo twist. Correct, Daniel? Daniel's going to have to confirm that for us. All right, we're going to move right along here. Okay, so this is a really interesting chart. So what I've actually started using this This is the TDM squeeze indicator is what this is, right? I like it. I like it. Gives you a good trending pattern, right? So this actually helps you it does a great job with trends. I like it. It helps you find trends when they switch. This actually had a great trend line that I popped on top of here with a nice little retrace on it. Really nice. I don't know how the hell you got this bullish gap up here at 14.1. No idea how the hell that got there, considering the price action never closed up there. But here is my CME gap. Here's my CME future trade thing right here. So there's my CME futures. I have two different ones. I really like this one. I like this one a lot better than I like this one. They're both on the dailies though, right? So you got bear gaps that have still not been filled down at 10,000, and you got another bear gap that hasn't been filled all the way down to 84. So we're going to have to go all the way down here. Plop in our got a couple gaps. Right. And get rid of that one. Even though it doesn't say that's filled, this gap is still open. This gap is open at 85.30. And this gap is open at 1060. Mark this out as a bullish gap. $14,148. All right. Check out the open gaps. Right. Bull gap 14,148. Bear gaps. What do we got? 10,000 and 8,005. All right, got those listed. All right, very interesting chart that we have here. Okay, so now here's the thing. This parabolic run has been absolutely just insane. And listen, people, yes, I agree with you 100% that there are some retail buyers coming back into the market, right? There are some, but trust me, they're scared money right now. I mean, I talked to a bunch of big time investors, people with millions. I've just been, I've been on, in communications with a group that's asking me when to buy, because it's way too late now for them. They finally called me and they're like, hey, is Bitcoin bullish? I said, not right now. I said, just listen. I said, we needed a pullback. We started a pullback, and we're going to get to another chart that's going to show you something that's just not what we really want to look at. But if you take a look at this trend, right? And how the last bull and bear trend has worked out. This is the bearish downtrend. Here's the bullish uptrend, right? Look, higher low, a higher high with a lower high. And that was the end of the bullish run, right? So this was the end of our really bullish run. And you can go right back here. Hold on a second. Let me grab this for you, right? And you can just go just like that, right? And we can go just like this, right? And, you know, we're just going to start cloning these bad boys up, right? There's that one. Higher high, higher high, right? And a higher high. Look at how that worked out, right? Very nice, right? Boom, 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 you know, to the moon. And then we started the downtrend. So you kicked off with this first lower high, right? And then look at this. Insane, right? This was a peak, but this sure looked, look at this. This played out as a head and shoulders. So you got a head and shoulders. First you got a double top, then you got a head and shoulders, and then you started the downtrend. Okay? Now, this is our very first lower high, but what this says right here to me is I am looking for a possible, you know, this is still bullish right here, right? Until we set a new lower high that's going to be over here, and it's going to be a lower high. This is still bullish until we set a new lower high. So what we'd have to do is, if you want to start off with a bear market, right? If you want to start off with another bear market, we'd have to be looking for another lower high confirmation, right? Or, oh, can I grab that bad boy? There it is. Or a higher high. Right? I don't know which one we're going to put in. So we're waiting for a confirmation on this to tell us what is what. Right? We'll plop that right there. Okay? So we're just going to have to wait to see, is this going to make a lower high, and or is this going to make a higher high, right? And that's it. That's pretty much what we're looking for on this bad boy chart over here. You know, and you can see that these trends are clearly, like, there's just no doubt about it, right? There's the trend. Higher highs, ding, 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 all the way up. Right? Just kept building and building and building higher highs. Okay? All right, go back here. Do it again. Right, there it is. I'd probably start right there. Right, higher highs, all bullish. And then you got to go up back here to the bear trend. There you go. Something like that. Okay. So we are more concerned with where we're at today, and where we're at today is we are looking for a lower high. Now, once again, this thing can come right back up, right? Because we are really, well, we're not that low. We're not that low. We're still good. Right? This isn't exhausted on the lower side yet. This thing still has lots of room that it can keep going down here. Right? There's no reason you can't come down here, tap the 382, and then make your run back up. Like I said, not bearish at all. We're still looking for the weekly Bollinger Bands to work as support. Right? And done. Yeah. Ugly. Nothing. Double top on, so we got a double top right here. Oops. There's the double top on the dominance. There's a double bottom. There's a BTC. Look, there's our BTC dominance. Double bottom. Boom. Double top. Boom. This is trying to play out as a little baby double bottom here, right? This is trying to play out as a little baby double bottom. I mean, you can see the support right here. Right? It's trying to act as support right there. I'll lay that right there. Oof, alts. $30,000K or $3K. Man, I gotta go back and clean this chart up. Okay, let me head this way. All right. All right, so, you know, listen, here's what I see right here. I just see this as a double top. That's it. I see this as a double top right here. Right? I just see that as a double top. Look, bull market, bear market, bull market. Long way to go to the bear market. This 3 day is going to be support right here for you. Right? Look, there's the double top right there. Same thing. Okay. Here, what I can do is this. I'll do this. I'll make it a little cleaner. The chart has a lot of information on it. So what I can do is here, there, there. Right? This happened right up in here. Right here. Okay, check out that double bottom. Double bottom, double, top, double, top, right? And then this double bottom right there, double bottom, A and E bottom, double bottom, all right. All right, now I want to go right back to here for you all, right here. All right, let's pull this bad boy up. Ooh, I had two double tops. All right, so we're going to go like this. Double top, double top, double bottom, right, that was that double top, that was that double top, and then that was the double bottom. All right. All right. Let's move along. Ooh. So here's the other thing, okay? So I'm going to show you guys one more thing here. Let's look at this, okay? So look, this is our, let me get rid of this. Okay, look, this is basically right here. These are our Gauss lines, right? These are our Gauss lines. Hold on a second, let me get this out of here. I don't think I need volume. Yeah, I'll leave volume. These are our Gauss lines. I mean, look at how out of touch we have been on the daily, right? Look at how absolutely just so crazy blown over the daily we've been, right? We've just been blown over the daily like crazy, right? This wants to get back and touch this mean line here, right? Okay, you know, the daily's got a long way to fall. This sure looks like a nice little head and shoulders right here, if anything. I mean, if I were to look at this, I would just say, oh, that's just a head and shoulders. It's looking for a little more fall down, and that little more fall would put me in kind of this top Bollinger Band range, possibly, right? There's that double bottom, boom, moon, and this looks like a head and shoulders pattern playing out right there, right? There's the 2-day. Let's take a look at the 3-day. 3-day, once again, kind of double topish right there. Weekly, right? Look at how far outside of the Bollinger Band we are. I'm sorry, out of this Gauss lines. Like, we're so far out of the Gauss line. The Gauss line's all the way back down to 5,200. Right? It's just crazy. I know once we got going, it just cooks. Right? But even when we took off here, this still like to retrace back down to this top Gauss line on the weekly, right? It still wanted to come back and test that that Gauss line on the weekly, and that Gauss line on the weekly is starting to swoop back around, but that thing's back down at 6,500. Right? With just God, I swear to God, I think we're gonna fake out here. I just think we're gonna fake out here. I just have a feeling we're just gonna get a fake out here. Like just a run up to like 11.6 or something like that. So let's show you here. Okay, here's our ADX chart. So take a look at the structure right here, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay? So take a look at that right here, right? Then we're going to take a look at it right here. Okay? 1, 2, 3. One thing I always say is I look for this double top. See this double top outside? Right? Look at that double top outside. This is clearly double top on the very top. Double top outside, like eek, outside. But this was more like a head and shoulders pattern right there for me than anything else. Same thing with here. This kind of head and shoulders for me right there. Right, so this does show me the same patterns that we're working with. But for this pattern right here, like this is pretty typical of a pullback pattern. Now what I'm watching here is I'm watching, this is kind of my key thing. I'm watching this green, this is the histo line right here, right? I'm watching, this is the histo line. Like this is this last time. Right, now it doesn't have to do that every time because it's had this run right here before, right? It's had this, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, there it is right there, you know? And when you're in a bullish trend, this thing just kept going, mooning bullish. I just kept moaning bullish like crazy, right? So I mean, that was something. But I'm watching this. This is more kind of what it was like last time. Right, a little bit more like this. I don't know if we're gonna have such a big pullback. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have such a big pullback, but that is a kind of a bearish sign right there. Right. Okay, let's move forward. It's the Stoke. I'm looking at the weekly Stoke. Man, just says pull back to me. I want to show you, this is one of David's charts right here. This is one of David's indicators. The 3-day, I mean, the 3 days broken bearish. It's got a long way to go. I don't like that one. I like this one better. I'm going to plop this one over. I was just looking at this chart, and one of the things I was looking at is I might have to add like this. Kind of a narrow triangle. It's like a really narrow triangle. God, nothing's changed. All right. Here we go. Let me find this. Hold on a second. Make sure I have this right. Yeah, I mean, I am done, dude. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get some rest, man. I'm looking to see if I even have a TRX chart. Dude, I have not. I don't even have a TRX chart up. I have not been playing TRX. Dude, I just have not been playing TRX. Yeah, man, I don't know. That's an ugly double top right there. Right? That's a really ugly double top. It's not good looking at all. I do want to put this up. Hold on a second, I'll move this over. Breeze through here. Man, this just looks like a big ass ugly head and shoulders right there to me. I mean, it's hard to make this this right here an inverse head and shoulders, just because it fell out so far, right? It kind of made a head and shoulders right there. And I don't like, I mean, I don't know. I don't like anything. I kind of like that double bottom right there. It's a nice double bottom right there. Ah. Okay, good news. I think it's 3 new exchanges. So these are the ones I would like to see. that. I mean, for me, I just can't. My picks are still the same, right? All my picks are still the same. All my alt called above are still the same. Man, this thing's getting really hard. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm out. Sorry it's been so long. Steph says, can you look at ETH? All right, I'll look at ETH real quick. Ugly as fuck. I mean, like, got to be saved right here. Like, if this isn't saved right here, you're just headed right back to 250s. Right? Yeah, it just looks like a big head and shoulders. I like that double bottom right there. Bearish, got a bearish cross right there. Another bearish cross, 6 hour bearish cross. Two days ugly. Bullish 9. That's not so bad. That's good. Maybe a little pullback down to the 7 MA. You know what I'm saying? 176. 176 range. There's your support right there. Yeah, I just did the summary. So here's my thought, okay? My thought is this. I mean, I think that, I think catching, the best catch for plan, right? Try to catch a long, just 1-to-1 on BTC at 9,800 to 10K. Set a stop on this. right? And then once again, if BTC dumps, alts dump. If BTC runs, alts dump, right? Really what we want here is just a little more sideways. Hey, no problem, Steph. That's why you guys keep me around. Alts need some sideways. But the alt DOM chart is ugly. I just don't like the alt chart, and I don't like the BTC dominance. Like, I don't like either one of these, right? Because if this gives us this little bounce up, right? If this gives us a little bounce, I mean, alts are just going to die. And then look at this channel for alts right here. Like, I just don't like this channel for alts either. I don't like that. You know, this is not really... I would like to see more like this grind right here. I like that. I like that grind. I don't like this. I don't like that. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm off. Thank you all so much. I will dump this. It is being recorded, so I'll dump this down. It's going to be so long. All right, everybody. I'm out. Peace.